They say you can't go home again. For the most part, that is true. Even though everything changes with time, you can still go back and enjoy the little things. Good morning, everybody, from my home state of Indiana. We are here in the fall, or should I say, at least the beginning of the fall colors. Unfortunately, we're here about a week and a half ahead of the leaves actually really turning their brilliant colors here. Just an unfortunate fact of my schedule that I couldn't come here a little bit later on. But as you guys can see behind me, the soybeans are ready for harvesting. So's the corn. But unfortunately, I am struggling here in Indiana just like I did before I moved out to Arizona with landscapes, because this is such flat terrain, and also because I grew up here, so I'm pretty much used to it. It's not that exciting for me. But this trip has not been without its excitement. Like, for example, I actually blew a tire on a rental car. So Indiana is kind of famous for our potholes because of the constant freeze thaw that we go through every year. And you know, it's fall, you'd think that most of the potholes had been repaired by now. Well, take a look at this. So this inch-long gash in my tire is an easy fix, right? I mean, what, you go to the trunk and you would pull out the spare tire, but the rental car company did not provide a spare tire. They provided a little tiny can of air. Like, that's really going to do anything with an inch-long gap. So after waiting for 3 hours for them to get the wrecker there, they left us there in the dark, surrounded by cornfields. Yeah, I was a little bit upset. When I finally got through to the rental car agency to ask what's going on, they said, oh, you have to go to Indianapolis, 67 miles away. So anyhow, yeah, check for a spare tire. Now, I always walk around my vehicles and I check I actually film the outside of the vehicle and point out anything that looked like it might be damaged, both before and of course before I take it off from the car lot, and then I film around it once again just to make sure that in case the car company tries to pull anything, I've got proof of where damage was before I even took the vehicle, and that I returned it without damage. But definitely need to add the spare tire check into that so it doesn't happen again. All right, well, on to the photography part. You can see we kind of have a sunrise happening behind me, but nothing really exciting going on right now. Yeah, I'm just really struggling to find a composition out here. So I'm adding a new piece of equipment to my backpack. So I now have a GoPro Duel battery charger. I'm going to be heading off to Japan soon, and I'm going to be hitting Japan in the peak of the fall colors. So right now I'm looking at possibly a 4-day weekend. Now guys, in my 23 years in the Navy, that has only happened once before, to get a 4-day weekend. I'm going to take full advantage of it. The problem is that GoPro batteries do not last a long time. So what I've been doing is I've got a Sunny 16 backpack. It has an external USB port. Inside the backpack I have a small little battery pack. And I just, when I'm not using this camera and I'm just carrying it, I plug it into the backpack. But that's really cumbersome, and I keep finding myself plugging it in, unplugging, plugging it in, unplugging it. And it does extend the battery life a bit, but not enough to last the amount of time I needed to. So I went ahead and picked up one of these. I'll leave this inside of my backpack. I actually put a rubber band over the batteries so that they stay connected to the charger. And that way, my batteries are constantly charging throughout the day, so I just simply have to swap them out whenever I need to. I'm moving to a small town nearby called Honeyville. The general store now sits empty due to COVID, but is a regular stop for the tour buses. I decided to head up to Shipshewana. Now Shipshewana is kind of our local tourist trap, so to speak. They really play on the whole country, the whole Amish type of environment that's around here for all the tourists, but they do have some pretty good places to eat up there as well. Right now it is, since it's the fall harvest time, there's a lot of decorative displays. So what I'm going to do is make a little bit of an investment for next year. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my camera around Shipshewana and photograph some of the displays, and then of course put that up for sale as stock photography in hopes of getting some sales probably next summer for you know, fall type of imagery. Now normally this street would be absolutely packed, but we're not in prime tourist season just quite yet. So summertime's, again, just absolutely packed here, and since the fall colors aren't out, people aren't really out here, and it is a Thursday. But yeah, this place is usually pretty hopping with tourists. This small Midwestern town attracts tourists from all over the country. Originally, Shipshe, as we call it, was famous for its flea market. Now Shipshewana attracts big names. In a few weeks, Scotty McCleary will be here in concert. But for now, let's get some images reflecting a simpler way of life. I would say that the mums stole the show. I was able to get several images of pots of mums at their peak, and I think these are going to sell well. Thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure you subscribe to this channel and give this video a thumbs up, and also check out my bonus content on patreon.com/EWJ. Now, here's a sneak peek of what's coming up. After an 18-month delay, the Japan adventure is happening. Join me in this ancient land. We're going to be exploring the temples, enjoying the food, and capturing images from iconic places. Come with me on this adventure by subscribing to my channel. The adventure starts January 9th. And as always, please consider opening your hearts and homes to a shelter animal in need. And if you can't, please donate to your local animal shelter. Take care, everybody. I'll see you next time.